Hello and welcome, everyone. How's everyone doing today? I hope you're well. Looking forward to the weekend. Hopefully, it's a great one. They say, or it is said, that practice makes perfect. So I think I have the ring poured down pretty much where I want it to be. I'm still working on not wasting or using as much paint, although I do use the drippings for magnets and other craft things. But I wanted to work on the ribbon pour this morning, so I want to see if it works out. Keeping a simpler palette, using an 18 by 18 birchwood canvas, and I will be using a sapphire color by Satin Enamel, or Deco Art, excuse me, Satin Enamel, and I mixed it with a little bit of Liquitex and some soft white bodied paint. It kind of got muted, so it's more of a sky blue, but I did add some Nick Pro Ready Pour metallic blue to this, so I'm hoping it works out here. I'll be layering the cup and then attempting this ring pour. I'm not going to put any paint down. The birchwood doesn't absorb the paint, so I may not need that much of it. Additionally, what happens, I have found when using the birchwood, is that the paint kind of gives this a hue. It's absorbed, so it changes, obviously, coats the wood itself. So using that Deco Art Satin Enamel, I'll also be using a Nick Pro Ready Pour Metallic Gold. Did not add anything to it, so it's ready to go. I'm also using a Nick Pro Black in a metallic as well. I did add a little bit of the black satin enamel to this and a little bit of Flutrol. Trying to go for some fingerlings, perhaps some clouds will form. Not really sure. I'm more interested in getting this ring pour technique down. So I want to experiment a little bit with that, and hopefully I'll get it to a point where I'm happy with how I'm doing my ring pours. This don't let the bottle deceive you. It's been used quite a bit. What I did is I've mixed a cloud pour. So it's Deco Art Satin Enamel mixed with some soft body paint by Liquitex. Did add a thick Liquitex gel to this, as well as some Flutrol, just a little bit to kind of get it a little bit more liquefied or thinner. So I'm going to start off by layering this cup. Before I do that, I just wanted to show you that I did actually already pour some into a cup, just to make sure that I would have enough for this. As I said, I'm just trying it out, so I'm hoping it works out. So I did layer the blue, black, gold, and that white cloud in here. And I want to do the same in this very well used silicone cup. So let me start by just putting down my blue. Again, practice makes perfect, and we'll see if it works out. So the blue, and then I'm going to go in with that cloud mixture. Go in with some gold. Love the richness of that gold. Just layering out that cloud mixture, Deco Art Satin Enamel, soft-bodied white paint, and I'm hoping it works out. So here we go. Where to start? I do not want to start in the center. Again, I'm using this 18 by 18 birchwood canvas, attempting a ring pour. So let's hope it works out. And here we go. See that richness of the colors is really, really pretty in the cup. That blue, that pearl metallic blue, sapphire, white, gold, black, white cloud, blue again, and so on. At the top, I just finished it off with the cloud mixture. I do see some clouds or cells beginning to form here. Let's hope it takes to the canvas as well. It is on a turntable, so I may spin and or tilt. So let's get started. Go in the opposite direction. I think I'll start here. I want to tilt it a little bit just to see if indeed I need more paint. Trying to go slowly. And I'm going to take it for a spin. Actually, I'm going to blow out before I do that. Up my sides a little bit. It is coming off of the canvas, running down the sides. I just want to try to help it along. I do not need, I believe, that second cup that I prepared. And we'll see how it goes. I actually prepared a 12 by 12 mini canvas just to catch some additional drippings onto it. So if I did have extra paint, which apparently I do, I may create another complementary piece to this. I'm going to spin it some more. pretty where the lines are starting to form. That sapphire or muted blue is starting to peer through and outlining some of the gold here as well, a little bit more apparent here. There are some real unique cloud formations that caught the black and turned them more into a gray silver tone, which I knew would happen. And in here, where it has this linear effect, the brown that mixed with the blue, or excuse me, the black that mixed with the blue has turned into a light beige, darker in some areas. So overall, it's actually turned out better than I thought. As I said, trying to perfect this ring pour. So let me spin some more. Tilt just a little bit. There's some excess paint in the center that I want to see if I can kind of maneuver it to the side a little bit. It's actually quite engaging. Let me know what you think. Those comments are so greatly appreciated. I do need to spin some more. Canvas here is not or did not pick up some of the paint. I just want to try to help it along. I'm hoping I'm not wrecking by doing this. So let's see. I think I want to go over some of these lines. I don't want to deconstruct it too much, but I want to add just a little more depth to this. So I'm just going to run the end of my brush to this. constructed, but it's just calling me. Waiting for take it to a different level, I suppose. Let me know what you think. I want to spin it some more. I think I just need to go in the center and maybe get a spiral. Getting the drippings off from underneath so it stops flowing. Started off as a ribbon pour, took it to another level. Let me know what you think. Those comments are greatly appreciated. Let me take you in for a close-up. Still a work in progress, like me. Thank you so much for joining me. Be good to one another and yourselves.